Since California crime and violence has touched local politicians, maybe some change might happen. Let's talk about it. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about California House Rep Adam Schiff and Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass, both being victims of crime in California. Karen Bass with a home burglary and Adam Schiff with a vehicle burglary. Adam Schiff in San Francisco and Karen Bass at her home in Los Angeles. Now, I'm not going to say that they should be victims. I'm not going to say that I wish that they would be victims. What I will say is when you support the soft on crime policies, when you support zero bail, when you support letting violent criminals out on the street, hardcore drug addicts out on the street, allowed to shoot up, smoke crack, smoke weed, just randomly wherever they want to do it. When you support things like that, you cannot be surprised when you, as a politician who supports these things, becomes victims to that very same element. You can't be surprised when your car gets broken into in San Francisco, and you can't be surprised when your home gets broken into in Los Angeles. Now, maybe, just maybe, and this is wishful thinking, maybe you guys in California might get a little bit of relief right now. Maybe you may have legislation go the other direction rather than being soft on criminals. It might be a tad bit harder on criminals since you have the politicos getting affected. It shouldn't be that way because the politicos should work for you. You appoint them, you pay them through your taxes. Laws shouldn't change because they affect those who you hire. Laws should change because they affect you as the citizen. But we know that's not how things are really in 2024 USA, especially on California left coast. Now, before I go any further into it, let's get to the first story here about Adam Schiff having his vehicle broken into once he landed in San Francisco, and he had to give a speech with no suit. I know, the horror, a speech with no suit, but we'll talk about that. Then we get to the whole Karen Bass kerfuffle. And without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
While visiting San Francisco, Southern California Congressman Adam Schiff had his car broken into just before attending a fundraising dinner for his Senate campaign. Cron for news reporter Lesla Gooden joining us live in studio now with what we know so far. Lesla?
That's right. Congressman Adam Schiff is one of the latest victims to have his luggage stolen from his car while in the city. Now, although he's not the first to have this happen to him, auto thefts appear to be decreasing in the city.
Adam Schiff is currently running to fill the late Senator Dianne Feinstein's Senate seat and was in San Francisco making several appearances. He was dining at the Fang restaurant when his luggage was stolen while his car was parked in a downtown parking garage. His luggage allegedly in view. On Facebook, the Democratic congressman posted this picture at the restaurant in a hiking vest, which is a more casual look than what he's typically seen in.
Let's pause for a minute. Let's go back. Let's go back to the hiking vest look. So this, I think, was his outfit. Now, normally at a campaign stop like this, during a speech, you would have on a proper suit. This is what I kind of hit Zelensky on, going to the White House wearing pajamas, sweatpants, and whatnot, talking about, yeah, can I get 20 billion with a B more US dollars to go fight this proxy war for you guys? I kind of hit Zelensky for the same reason. This guy's just wearing regular, everyday, casual clothes. Probably what he had on an airplane. Now, my question is, okay, you landed with luggage and you were able to maybe check into a hotel room, I suppose, get yourself together. Were there no retail stores available? Because I've been in that same situation where I did not have a suit when I needed one. Not that my luggage got stolen, but I needed a suit and I didn't have one. So I went to a store that was nearby. That happened to me in DC a few years ago. So were there no retail stores available? Well, maybe not, because again, it is San Francisco and crime is going through the roof. So maybe you could have gone to a place to get a suit, but there was nothing available. So you had to wear whatever you could or get whatever you could from wherever you could, right? That could be what's going on, but I digress.
We reached out to the San Francisco Police Department about the theft, and they tell us there's no report related to this incident. According to SFPD's crime data, vehicle property theft is down by 58% from.
Now let's pause right here. Okay, so they just said that there was a vehicle break-in and that Adam Schiff's luggage was stolen out of the car. Okay, So if that happened and you see the evidence, he did not have his suit on, and you also heard that there was no report of that happening, but at the same time, they said that crime is down. Is that because it's not being reported, or is it because crime is actually down? Because we have an example right here of the crime not being reported. What's the point of reporting the crime when you know those who did it are not going to be held accountable? The police aren't going to come. There's no real reason to actually even report this. So you may as well just clean the vehicle up, have somebody come vacuum the glass, and go about your day. And a word to the wise, you go to a city like this, San Fran, Los Angeles, don't leave belongings out in the clear view in your vehicle. And as a matter of fact, what you should do, go straight to your hotel, put your belongings in your room, and then go wherever you got to go. Don't leave anything in your car, not even the iPhone charger, because they will bust your windows to steal an iPhone charger cable. But I digress.
From this time last year.
It is a good thing because someone's stopping them from continue to do it.
A trend that JT's Auto Repair says they have noticed too.
Before the last year, probably had at least 10 cars come in for window repairs. Well, we got a lot of cars coming in for theft though before, but now we don't see any. Haven't seen any since the beginning of the year.
Okay, I'm sure.
Directly to the congressman's team, who said that they did not have a comment while this is being investigated.
Now, here's something else. I wonder if there is a decrease in overall tourism going to San Francisco and the whole Bay Area because they know that the crime is going on. I'm just trying to put it together. Now, let's get to Karen Bass, because her home was broken into in Los Angeles. And I think the person who did it was a repeat violent offender. The very same person, or the very kind of person that a Karen Bass and Adam Schiff, Nancy Pelosi, Gavin Newsom would allow on the streets to keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. And then they're wondering why it keeps happening. Well, it's not that hard to tell. Last I checked, 1 + 1 is still 2, but I digress.
Breaking news at 6, a break-in at the home of LA Mayor Karen Bass. And within the last hour, detectives revealed new information about what happened. The break-in happened early this morning, and the intruder has now been arrested.
Let's get right to NBC4's Anastasia Olmos, who's live outside the mayor's home with new details. Stasi.
That's right. This happened early this morning, but LAPD is still here, we're told, conducting their investigation. Detectives tell us that this man broke in through essentially a glass door type window. He cut himself, and he made him throughout the entire home before they got here and arrested him. The mayor was home, but she is unharmed. So take a look at the.
So that's a little bit different because, you know, I'm reading that this is a burglary, but that's not a burglary when they're home. That's called a home invasion. So luckily, she didn't get deleted right there. That could have been a lot worse. This was a home invasion, not a burglary. Home invasion is when the person is there. Burglary, that's when someone is not there. Just like when talking about a robbery, that's when you got, you know, strong arm, pistol, give me that. You take something from someone. Burglary is when you break into somebody's house, break into somebody's car, break into a business and steal things that way without having to have any kind of personal interaction. And if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments below.
The video. It happened around 6:40 this morning. The man broke in, as I said, cutting himself on the glass of the window. And according to police, he made his way throughout the entire home before they responded. They came immediately once they were alerted to the mayor's house alarm. And as they opened the front door, they tell us the man was standing there. They were able to arrest him without incident. Now, in a statement, the mayor's office said Mayor Bass and her family were not injured and are safe. The mayor is grateful to LAPD for responding and arresting the suspect.
And my question is, she was there the whole time and the guy went throughout the entire house. Where was she when this was going on? She was at the house, but where in the house was she? And she have husband, kids, grandkids, cousins, relatives. Like, who else was in the house with her? Was she by herself in the home? I have a lot of questions.
Detectives, now they could not tell us any further information about the man or his motive for breaking in. They say because they're still investigating.
And I wonder how much that house cost, Miss Karen Bass. What did you do before you became the mayor? I don't know. Maybe she was some kind of tech executive. I have no clue. But this is a pretty nice establishment to be a mayor. I wonder how much mayors get paid in Los Angeles. But I digress.
So right now, that's part of an ongoing investigation that's being conducted by Robbery Homicide Division. So we're just inside, we're taking photographs, we're collecting any physical evidence we can, just to try to make a determination as to what exactly occurred. As an Angelino, I'm very concerned, obviously. It's the mayor of the city, and we're concerned that any resident that has somebody just come into their home. So we treat this very seriously. We obviously treat it seriously because it's the mayor, but we treat it seriously when it's any resident of the city.
Now, as we work to learn more information, the important thing to note right now is that the mayor is safe. You can see LAPD is here. They confirm that they have their own security detail for her, and we have seen a private company out here as well. Of course, we will share more information as we learn more. We're reporting live here in Windsor Square.
So there we go. You have Karen Bass getting home invaded and Adam Schiff having his vehicle burglarized in San Francisco. Now, as I close, I want to say this. I'm glad that Karen Bass is okay. Adam Schiff, he was never in any kind of danger. But this is what they have created. This is the environment they created where crime just goes on and it's not really a big deal. It's kind of like a routine thing. Hey, why not conduct a home invasion, burglary, vehicle theft? I'm not really going to get in trouble. Even if I do get caught, which I probably won't, what's going to be the big deal? I do whatever I want to do. You're living in a lawless society, and those who wish to break the law have a field day. So maybe the solution is to get a little bit tougher on crime, prosecute people, hold people in jail when they are, okay, you catch somebody in the house red-handed committing a home invasion, maybe they shouldn't get out with no bail, especially when there's prior convictions and arrests for the same thing. Okay, the guy has a long rap sheet, which he does, long rap sheet. Known gang member, prior home invasions, deadly type assaults. When that kind of track record is there, and when the person is caught in the home, maybe they shouldn't get out with no bail. Maybe it shouldn't be a slap on the wrist. But as long as that kind of behavior continues, treating these criminals like this, you're going to get more and more and more crime because there's no real penalty to those who commit it. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? What's your take on the politicians in California being victimized? Do they deserve it? Is it their fault? Did they create this environment for the victimization that happened? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. I'm not going to say that I wish that they are victimized, but I am going to say that this is their fault. They created the environment upon which they themselves victimized. So maybe since they are feeling the pressure, since they have felt what it's like, they might go the other direction, but maybe at a certain point, that's just wishful thinking. Whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.